20th century, where last year in Bridlington, spray can artists from all over the world converged for an 8-hour contest to find the #1 in street art.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bridlington 1989, to the International Street Art Contest. This is the third year of the event. This year we have contributions and competitors from all across the world.
If you're coming for a quiet band weekend, don't bother come because it's gonna be noise. We are here to break the house down, man.
Some people just think it's kids running around with spray cans, nothing better to do, but it's nothing like that. It's a whole art form by itself.
I hope that eventually people understand that there's a difference between graffiti and aerosol art. Because like the taggers, that's graffiti, and aerosol art is what we do.
You have to take each one of these guys as seriously as you would Picasso and Rembrandt. You know, not like a kid that does, like, you know, that just does junk on a wall. You know, that's not what it is at this level. Not at the highest level. That's not what it is.
It's a subculture. The art, the clothes, the music all relate to each other. It's very much like mod was in the 60s, keeping one step ahead of the fashion, getting your own designer gear, and staying ahead of the crowd, and just looking good.
It's all street, isn't it? It's street. That's what it is. It's kids, and it's like grown-ups as well who want to stay kids. Check that out.
Look at the sort of things which Bridlington puts on anyway. Look at the posters on the Spa, right? You've got Ken Dodd, you've got the Driffield Girls Choir, you've got the Brighouse and Rastrick Band. Now, that's obviously what there's a market for here. We come and we do something like this, and it just sort of lifts the lid off everything, doesn't it? I mean, it opens their eyes to something which they're probably not aware of. The art originated in New York City in the late 60s and early 70s. You can drive miles and miles within the South Bronx and just see burnt-out buildings, neighborhoods which are completely decimated. And some of the poorest people in the whole of the United States live there. No art centers, no opportunities for them to explore their creativity. And somebody at some point thought it was a good idea. They should make a statement by going onto the trains, and it was an extremely effective medium for doing it because the trains traveled from the South Bronx through Manhattan into Brooklyn. And so once you put your piece on a train, and it can be seen by thousands of people.
Get busy!
Now, west. Get into it. Ready? Get into it. Ready?
we said graffiti, everyone went, no, not graffiti. But I mean, this, it's really nice. And it is an art form, and the people who do it are very, very serious about what they do.
Obviously, it was treated with some scorn by local residents and councillors alike, and it caused quite a stir in the council chambers before it did get through the council. People who did come to see the event, and I must say there were in their thousands who were attracted by the event, realised that this was an art form and not what people looked on as the old original graffiti, which like Leeds United rule, okay, written on all toilet walls. But when I saw the development of the work being done by the artists, from starting at 10 o'clock in the morning and an 8-hour stint to produce this mural, and to see the slow progress to the finished work. By the end of the day, I was a true convert myself, and now I'm really looking forward to this weekend's competition.
It's a beautiful town.
People are nice.
People are nice, a lot of girls. It's a really nice place. Come to this hotel and...
Yeah, it's a nice hotel too. The service is really good.
Yeah. We got a sauna upstairs, jacuzzi. Got it hooked up, man.
My suite upstairs is fresh.
Yeah.
The presidential suite.
The way Martin described it, we thought we might be having graffiti on all the walls and everything, you know, the way he talked.
They're a great lot of lads.
Yes.
They really are.
Martin was very apprehensive. He didn't know what he was inflicting upon us, and they've been absolutely great.
No.
Apart from the fact we haven't got them educated into black pudding eating yet.
But there's two things I don't eat. She gotta go.
Vi skal bare leve en god dag. Mamma, man filmer videre.
We just wish that we spoke a foreign language.
Their Yorkshire's almost as good as my Norwegian.
Too old to start learning now, I think.
Yes.
Aren't we?
We use sign language, don't you?
Est-ce que tu vois les Français en faisant fort cette année?
Ils ont toujours fait fort.
Sure. But this year there's strong competition with the Scandinavian countries.
Cette année, il y a beaucoup de compétition avec les pays scandinaves.
All right, all look into the lens, please. Okay. John, if you can come forward a little bit, as you won last year, give you some credit for that.
Joy, laugh.
Well, I just think the dynamics of it are really intense, especially when you see work that's large-scale work lends itself better to this art form. The main thing I think is that this is an art form dominated by young people, and young people's tastes in art differ from what would be, I guess, a conventional art critic's taste.
I like this. This looks original. He's got, you know, he uses a lot of robot stuff, which I think has been done a lot, but the way he does is really nice. It's cool. And the whole piece, I like it. It's cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, his uses of the metal and like trying to make it look airbrushed. That's kind of a lot similar to a lot of stuff that we do back home. It's not just a wall. He's trying to take you into another dimension.
Jack your body, jack your body, jack your body, jack your body.
Well, I started out in high school. My background in Los Angeles is a tough city, and in high school, a lot of kids are rebellious. I know I was rebellious. It was a way to destroy the high school a lot, and also it was a respectable way to destroy the high school. You know, it was something special. It wasn't just breaking windows or something like normal. So it was mainly a form of rebellion and also, I don't know, I guess a passion, because once you do it, you're hooked. Bridlington Rock.
Hey, Sugarloaf.
This is the closest thing I got to a woman all trip. A sugar leg. I'm getting car sick from this thing. I'm gonna get this little pig. He looks easy.
Check this out.
But these are all the new art forms that are coming in now. I mean, spray can, you know, the graffiti and things like that. You've got to be talented to be able to do it. It's not an easy thing. I mean, you or I couldn't just pick up a spray can and do it. And that's basically the same with skateboarding. Keeps them off the streets if they've got an interest, you know, and skateboard, like, keep you on the street but not doing the wrong things, you know. It's good, healthy sport.
Everyone's got this different form of art. You've got the graffiti boys, the skateboard boys, you've got us, and it's like, say, we all come from the street or whatever you could call it. It's got names for it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you couldn't get it from nowhere else. You couldn't go, like, say, to a school to learn this form of art. It's culture. That's all I've got to say. This is culture.
Well, we're faced with a small drama at the moment. Basically what's happened is that the scaffolders failed to come in on Friday. So we're faced with a situation where we have all the international contestants here and really nothing for them to paint. So desperate situations require desperate remedies. And we've asked all the artists basically to take care of their own hoardings, to gather them up, batten them together and lean them against the existing scaffolds.
I didn't know that it was going to be like that. But I don't know, we're going to work something out.
It is not my work. My job is to paint, not to make my...
Multi-talented.
Thanks, Ash.
Not only is he a vandal, but he's a carpenter. Nice style.
Taggers are the worst enemies as far as we're concerned, because they take all the press's attention away from the talent of the artist and focus it on the negative aspects of the use of a spray can. So, you know, they're far worse enemies than anybody who perhaps just doesn't like the art.
Bridlington is going to think twice before having another one. You know, if at the end of this day the whole city is destroyed, you know, what's the sense of having an art competition? So it kind of brings it down, you know. This is why graffiti is a bad word. All it is just jealous toys that don't know how to piece. It's dumb.
If that's what's going to happen during the day, then it's not worth it. That's my opinion anyway.
When people think of graffiti, then they'll think of this right here on this establishment that is sponsoring something that promote graffiti. And they'll say, oh, but the graffiti writers are so stupid that they wrote on their own environment. All it takes is one complaint and there's no more contest, you know.
We'll make it happen. We've got the paint, we've got the boards, we've got the artists, we've got the crowd. We've got a reasonably fine day at the moment, so we're going to make it happen.
Let's go.
The bag of destruction. I want to paint. I want to burn, you know.
Very good. Excellent. 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 Because they're from all over the world, you know. This is what Bridlington wants. It brings the right type of people as well. These people who you see sitting on the front here, they're the youth, but they aren't like the football youths. They're driving and tearing around. They're the appreciation of artistic merit, aren't they? As it were.
It's very important to look good when you go out. It's like when you go out to any party, you dress up. And so, that, like, I mean, just looking at everyone around, I can see that everyone's into their trainers. It's quite an important thing to be wearing. I mean, I'll show you a pair of bad trainers, right? Reeboks, right? These are like £80 a pair. Not many people can afford these, and not many people can have them. But if you've got them, you're obviously of some credibility. You know, I didn't buy them because they're 80 quid a pair. I bought them because they're awesome, and there's lots of yellow, and it's my favourite colour.
How you like me now? Rappers and art, and I'm like Picasso. But of course, why else would you try so hard to paint a picture and try to get you stuck in my shoes? But they don't picture I'm bigger and better. Forget about Zephyr. Every time I rock the mic, I left a stain in your brain that will remain stuck in the back of your brain until you see me again.
The tricks that we tend to do are things like doing a handstand on one hand, but with your board on your feet, grabbing your board and things like that, and then you do like one-footed inverts, and then there's all like lip tricks, which is like the actual top of the ramp. You do all your tricks based around the top, nose picks and tail slides and Madonnas and Sean Penns and alley-oops. It's all the names basically come from either skaters who's invented them or pop stars or just different things, you know. Spectators want to see the height and stalling up there, you know. Somebody going 10 foot high up a ramp and then going like 5 foot above that. So in total they're like 16 foot off the ground and things, and people just freak on seeing things like that.
The original concept of the piece, we're gonna do like these warped out characters, like after, you know, nuclear destruction. Because of the size of the board, I had to cut out a whole character though. You know, I wanted to do like 2 more characters on this side, but they restricted us to this 20 by 6. It's hard to do anything you want, you know. We'll see what happens.
It's still early yet, you know. It's still early. It hasn't really taken shape yet, you know. Everybody seems to be working pretty hard.
Taking these drawings that I've done 50 of them, and I'm putting them all over the place. Part of my style, you know. I do things for the eyes, you know, and for the mind. I just don't do things for fashion.
Nice.
It's a way of the establishment, if you like, having a part of what is also known as an illegal form of vandalism. The whole thing is about raw materials, you know. It's about busting into a garage, nicking all the colours and, you know, going out there and giving it some on the wall, you know, not supplying the perfect amount of different because you got them from your designer shop, then putting them on a nice white wooden background. It's not actually right. It doesn't actually do the pictures any justice at all. I can bet my money on any of these images will look better if we did them on the concrete.
Some people just think it's kids running around with spray cans, nothing better to do, but it's nothing like that. It's a whole art form by itself. The difference between this and other art forms is that this is using aerosol cans. And what we're doing is trying to make people wake up and realize that we do know what we're doing. We are intelligent, we are artists, we can paint. Because like, there are some people with degrees doing this.
Yes, and I think the standard is higher than last year too.
There's a lot of different styles too, you know, as far as to choose.
The competition does in fact bring out the best in people.
I think I got the effect that I wanted to get. It might be a little too raw for the judge and the jury, you know. But I looked at all the rest of the conservative graffiti, and I said, well, let me just get extreme on them. I don't know, I'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll walk away with the prize money, but you never know.
I haven't seen anything like it before, and I'm very impressed.
Now this is quite nice, but the others I can't understand.
Oh, I love it. I love this sort of thing, street artistry and busking and all this. It's like Paris, isn't it?
I don't understand it, but there are some of them that can make some form of, yeah. Some of them can't.
Well, some of it's good, but the others pretty ordinary.
One more up here.
Different, I suppose. You know, I often admire the street artists and often think what a waste of talent when I see them drawing on the pavement, but I've never seen this before. I think it's really good.
Do we have to stop them, or is that...
Yeah, I think we ought to bring it to a close, yeah. Okay, right, straight to the winners of the Bridlington International Street Art Competition for 1989. In the individual section, third place went to Mr. Miles Carter, otherwise known as Mayo.
I'd just like to thank Bridlington and everybody that was here for giving me this opportunity to paint. Thanks.
The second place from Nottingham, Popsy. And we come to the individual section first place, and the winner is from New York City, now resident in Paris, John Wan.
This was really important because I worked so hard for it, you know. So now I could go back to Paris and pay my phone and pay my electricity and buy some food and eat, you know. I'm really happy because it got really, really good, you know. It's like, it's one of my best, you know.
Okay, right, straight to the winners of the Bridlington International Street Art Competition for 1989. From Los Angeles, California, Slick and Risky.
It's always a surprise, you know. I really wanted to win, but it's always a surprise.
Until it happens, it doesn't seem real.
You know, before the competition, I was pretty convinced. You know, I was looking at stuff and I really thought we had a good chance. And then during the competition, you get the butterflies and you start thinking, what if I don't? What if I mess up? And it really wasn't going good for me in the beginning. I was messing up a lot. But I just stuck with it and it came through, and I'm really happy.
Hopefully by us winning this, we're taking this, like the crown, back to LA for a while, and then we'll get more enthusiasm, and maybe this will be like a worldwide event in a couple of years, you know, like an Olympic event or something, you know, that would be cool.
But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give an answer that you want me to.
It was a really hard decision to make because this year there were a lot of talented people here. And I want everybody, even if you didn't win anything, to know that everybody here was really good. And I just want to say, just keep on painting, and maybe next year you might win.
Thanks for coming to Bridlington, everyone. See you next year. Have a safe trip home. Thank you.
Shape I'm in. I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give an answer that you want me to. Want me to. Want me to. Oh, well. When I talk to God, I know and understand. He said, stick by me and I'll be your guiding hand. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give an answer that you want me to. Oh, wow.